Hello, beautiful Lyran Starseeds. This is Lyran Star Goddess Oracle and Tarot, and we are connecting with the energies of light from the Lyran Light Field, the Lion Light Council. And we're receiving messages and information about what kinds of soul lessons and energies we're moving through at this time. Whenever you find this reading, that is exactly when you were meant to find it, though I am trying to do these daily and do the seasonal readings as well. Like we just did Cancer season. And we'll do Gemini season here pretty soon. Leo season, that's what I mean. So connect in with me and connect in with the Lyran light field. I'm in agreement with source and only source. I'm in alignment with light and only light. Let's check out what the layers are today that are coming up for us to look at and tune in with. We've got the moon card and it is reversed, and this is coming from the seeds of the old wise tree spread, or the roots of the old wise tree spread. And this is about things that were once hidden coming to the surface. It's also about, I'm hearing someone say deep regrets. I'm also hearing about these deep regrets not necessarily being looked at in a full spectrum of light. There are reasons for things happening. I'm also hearing there are things to control and there are things that are out of your control. So that's coming in. The moon reversed is talking about programming and unconscious, subconscious things that we believe, beliefs that we have, false beliefs or valid beliefs. False beliefs are valid too until they're not. But these are all coming to be looked at. They're coming to be seen. They're coming to the surface. They're no longer being hidden. And coming into the heart of the situation, we've got the King of Swords and Temperance. And this is bringing immense clarity and balance to what is going on. So it almost even feels like things that were once hidden, things that you didn't recognize or realize, or things that were kept out from being out in the open are now released out into the open, and there's complete clarity and balance to why different things occurred, to what happened. It's like a veil has lifted and information is being released for you. Happening now and into the near future, we have the Ace of Cups, and this is your cup overflowing. This is I feel this really content energy, not even this like overwhelming elation, but like this really content, loving, aligned, balanced energy that the recognition of this is that it can never be emptied. It is always available. It is always full. This feels very much like divine light or divine universal energy. And there's a recognition of this alignment within self. Even the big picture is talking about the hangman reverse, no longer being in the center of sacrifice or initiation. There's even a sense here of, I'm not seeing betrayal, but I'm feeling the sense of betrayal because something was kept from the light. Something was kept from straightforward vision. And it is no longer being kept. It's like I found it. I know what it is. It's also a sense of perception. We have channeling here. So this is even channeling this light, channeling this clarity, channeling these answers, channeling this oneness awareness. Advice, you know, there's some interesting stuff going on here too. If anybody has Sagittarian connections, the Eight of Wands for me is very Sagittarian. In our Magpie Oracle, we have the Sagittarius arrow, and we also have the ninth house, which is ruled by Sagittarius. in our astral dice. So there's some Sagittarian energy here. That energy is also talking about divine awareness in your own spirituality. It's talking about future connection when it comes to astral travel. Even this wanted to show up today, this collage, and there's an airplane here. Right when I started this reading, there was an airplane. There's travel here. There's world travel, there's some kind of travel, there's astral travel to gain access, information, and knowledge. So, whoever those synchronicities are for, they are there. And soul lesson has to do with the Ace of Swords down. And a lot of times this is about cutting cords. A lot of times this is about laying down the sword, the karmic sword. It is about no longer engaging in a karmic field or a karmic loop. I'm even hearing there is karmic resolution. Love it. Let's take a look at what's going on in the past. We have the Six of Pentacles in the past, which is some back and forth. Ooh, I'm hearing reconciliation, but what I was going to say is reciprocation. So there's some kind of, and the stork is bringing gifts, bringing presents. This is also, the stork is about things happening again, cycling. So there is some kind of karmic cycling, yet just don't have the full. But when I see the full reversed, for instance, it's going through a cycle again with new eyes, with new gnosis, with new wisdom. And that's what this feels like. There's a karmic release, and there's a cycle that begins that is done differently. And this is already initiated in the past. So let's take a look at present time, overlying the situation, what's on the top of mind. And we've got the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Cups. So there's some kind of fear of loss. I'm hearing fear of abandonment, fear of loss, or fear of this amazing, complete, full cup, all 10 of them being released into the universe or leaving. It's like I have to do a whole lot to keep all of this. I have to take on all these responsibilities. This is also about taking on the responsibility of other people's emotions as your own. It's even like there are all these people that you're making happy or you're fulfilling in some way. And it is a lot of responsibility. Usually I feel like, okay, that's not your responsibility. This is about other people taking responsibility for their own emotions. And that could be for some. But in this case, it's more like there's something going on here where this is, you've decided to do this. This might even have to do with a work related situation where this is something that you offer to the collective, or this is something that you take responsibility for others. And it's not necessarily taking responsibility for their happiness, but it is offering them something that is fulfilling. And it's part of what you are choosing to do, which is another thing entirely. Because when your cup is full and you can offer to the collective in that way, it's a service. It's being of service in this way somehow. Let's take a look at the Lyran Light Council and how they're wanting to project messages for you today. We've got Judgment reversed. Higher self is talking about the past. I want to come back to that. Angels and guides, your Lyran Light Council guide, is talking about the Knight of Wands. And this is charging ahead, charging forward passionately, offering passionate gifts, gifts of passion, of light. It's almost like helping others seek their truth, helping others seek their passions. The stork is bringing a gift, moving into the past, this reciprocation. If someone has given you this and they've inspired you, you are giving back in this way. And future self, this is important. And I feel like this is a lot of energy to do this for others. It's giving a lot of your own resources or giving a lot of yourself to do this, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's not about being drained. However, future self is talking about Nine of Cups reversed, which is this dream or this passion that you are doing this, giving to others in this way, it's not necessarily forever. So you can be this big burst of energy and force and really offer this in a big way because it's not necessarily sustainable and it's not necessarily supposed to be sustainable. So this is about doing something you love, offering something in this way that is amazing and it will evolve and change, and you will move it in a different direction when you are ready to do that as well. So all of that is perfect. This doesn't have to be forever. Do it in the exact beautiful way that you want to do it now and know that you can shift and change and evolve when you're ready to do that. This is a big channeling thing that's coming through you now, and something else is going to shift later. Let's look at what to release. We have this open door of the Page of Wands and Emperor energy. This is super interesting because this Emperor energy is like there's this huge thing that can happen where people can see you as an authority figure. It's an open door to the authority figure. Immediately release it. Do not get wound up or tied up into what that is. And I don't want to just say that it's ego. I want to say it's a distraction. Because even though that may happen, that's none of your never mind. You don't even have to worry about being the authority. All you have to do is channel this through. That's it. That's the job. That's the divine focus. That's the drishti. The outcome has to do with here's this nine of swords, and I feel like that's coming forward, past, present, future. The nine of swords is like if you do this for too long or decide to take this on, what you will know exactly when it's becoming unsustainable. When you take on this responsibility in this nostalgic way, like I am here to help other people do this thing, you immediately lose track of you already did the thing. You did it. This information, this service, whatever this is, you've done it and it will continue to assist those who are open to receive it. So as soon as you feel like it is a responsibility or the flow is changing or shifting, the message here is to be open to the flow and let it evolve. Immediately let it evolve. We have the threshold card, and this is leading people to a threshold. This is what this is. You're leading people to a threshold. This is also about you recognizing this whole higher self situation that's being brought to you is leading you to your own threshold as well. When it is time to walk through it, recognize and realize. Don't worry about disappointing others. Don't worry about being this authority. Just continue your own path. These are just beautiful messages today. I appreciate our Lyran Light Council coming through in this way, and I appreciate you for being here. And I will see you tomorrow. Urmah Soul Pod. Love you. Bye.